Batman vs. Iron Man. This one doesn't need much of an introduction. Both men are multi-billionaires, both are geniuses in their own right, and both are experts in utilizing cutting-edge technology. But they have different philosophies and approaches to being a superhero. So who would win if these two went head-to-head? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Let's start with their origins. Bruce Wayne is the son of Dr. Thomas and Martha Wayne. The family was well known in Gotham City. They were philanthropists and were respected by all. But that all changed when they were caught in the crossfire of a robbery that Bruce was too young to stop. Vowing revenge, he dedicated his life to fighting crime. He trained extensively around the world and amassed knowledge of criminology, forensics, medicine, martial arts, and every other subject that could help him fight crime. When Bruce returned to Gotham, he developed the persona of Batman and began hunting criminals. His war on crime has lasted for decades now, and he's made a significant impact on the criminal underworld. Tony Stark, on the other hand, is the son of Howard and Maria Stark. His father was one of the leading innovators in the field of robotics and artificial intelligence, working for the U.S. military. Tony was exposed to this technology from an early age, and it sparked an interest in engineering. But it was after he was kidnapped by a terrorist group that he really honed his skills. Tony was forced to build weapons for his captors, but instead, he created a mechanical suit of armor to escape. Once back in the U.S., Tony continued to refine his armor and eventually became the superhero known as Iron Man. Since then, Tony has used his genius intellect and technological know-how to help defeat some of the biggest threats to Earth. In terms of intelligence, both men are regarded as geniuses. They're highly skilled in their respective fields and have devoted years to understanding and mastering their crafts. Bruce Wayne's intelligence is often overlooked because he's not as outwardly showy as Iron Man. But Batman is actually a better detective than Superman is a detective, and that's saying something. It might seem like Tony is the obvious choice here, since he is known for his strategic thinking. But Bruce is more cerebral than most people realize. When it comes to physical ability, though, there's no contest. Iron Man wins hands down. It's not that Bruce isn't strong or athletic. He's trained himself to peak human physicality. The only reason he can fight at all is because of his training. He doesn't possess any superhuman attributes. But Tony is superhumanly strong. In his base form, he's far stronger than any human and capable of lifting almost double his body weight. With the help of his suits, he's even stronger, which we'll talk about more later. In this category, Iron Man is the clear winner. When it comes to experience, Batman once again takes the cake. Bruce has been fighting crime for longer than anyone else, and he's had to face down some truly dangerous villains over the years. He's also fought just about every type of enemy imaginable, from ordinary humans to superhumans. On the other hand, Iron Man's experience is a bit more limited. He hasn't been fighting crime for nearly as long as Batman, and he's also not had to deal with the same caliber of villains. That being said, Tony is a quick learner, and he's also very adaptable. He's able to think on his feet and come up with new strategies and tactics as needed. So while Batman does have more experience overall, Iron Man is still a formidable opponent. But what about their arsenals? This is where things get interesting. Both Batman and Iron Man are known for their advanced technology, and they both use gadgets and weapons in their fights. Bruce Wayne has always relied on technology to help him fight crime, even when he was just starting out as Batman. He's developed many of his own gadgets, and he also has access to the resources of Wayne Enterprises. Over the years, he's accumulated a vast arsenal of technology, including batarangs, grappling hooks, smoke bombs, and more. He also has access to the Batmobile, Batwing, and other vehicles. Now, Tony Stark is in a similar situation. As the CEO of Stark Industries, he has access to some of the most advanced technology in the world. And he uses this technology to create new and innovative ways to fight crime. For example, he created the Iron Man suit, which gives him superhuman abilities. He's also created many other inventions that have helped him defeat his enemies. If we're being honest, it's pretty hard to say who would win in a fight between Batman and Iron Man because they each have strengths and weaknesses. Batman is a highly skilled martial artist and detective, but he's not superhuman. Iron Man, on the other hand, is superhumanly strong and fast, but he's not as experienced in combat. Ultimately, I think it would come down to the individual circumstances of the fight. If it was a one-on-one unarmed fight, I would give the edge to Batman. But if Iron Man had his suit and Batman didn't, then I would give the edge to Iron Man. Now, let's imagine a scenario where both heroes are in character, but are willing to go all out. The battle starts with both heroes flying towards each other. Iron Man blasts Batman with repulsor rays, but Batman uses his cape as a shield, taking the full force of the blast and barely managing to stay on his feet. The two heroes exchange blows, but it quickly becomes clear that Iron Man has the advantage. His strength is too much for Batman to handle, and he's easily able to overpower the Dark Knight. But Batman is a strategist, and he knows when he's in trouble. He uses his grappling gun to swing away from Iron Man, creating some distance between them. He then throws a batarang at Tony, who easily dodges the attack. But Batman is relentless, and he keeps coming at Iron Man with a flurry of attacks. This time, Tony gets hit by a batarang, knocking him off balance. Batman takes advantage of this and delivers a powerful punch to Iron Man's chest, sending him crashing into a building. But Iron Man is far from defeated. He gets up and shakes off the damage. He then fires another blast of repulsors at Batman, who narrowly avoids being hit. As the battle continues, it becomes clear that neither hero is able to get the upper hand. Batman is too quick and evasive for Iron Man to hit, and Iron Man is too powerful for Batman to take on directly. The fight goes on for several hours, but eventually Batman comes up with a plan. He realizes that he can't beat Iron Man in a straight fight, so he needs to use his intelligence to outsmart his opponent. He lures Iron Man into a trap and then takes him out with a well-placed batarang. So in this particular scenario, Batman would win. But it wasn't an easy victory. Iron Man is a very powerful opponent, and Batman had to use all of his skills and intelligence to defeat him. Who do you think would win in a fight between Batman and Iron Man? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We'll see you next time.